Hello students, after a long time again we have started the online class due to this pandemic coronavirus. So just as you know, there will be a revision classes now on. So today I am taking the fair play. As you all know, the Juman Sheikh and the Algu Chaudhary were the two best friends who were very much bond and had very much great relationship, as if they are from the one family. If Juman went outside, Algu used to take care of the Juman's family. If Algu went outside, Juman used to take care of the Algu's family. They both were respected by the villagers. There was an aunt of Juman. She was living with Juman only as she was having nobody. So, what she decided and spoke with Juman that she will write her property in the name of Juman and he has to look after her. As they agreed, she transferred her property to the Juman and her aunt also started to stay with the Juman. For a couple of years they were looking after the aunt very carefully and happily. After that, the scenario means the scenery, the picture has been changed. The Juman's wife has changed. She used to give little food for the Juman's aunt, and even Juman also used not to take care of her. But she maintained herself for some days. Afterwards, when her limit crossed, she started to say towards the villagers. As she started to say towards the villagers after the complaint of the Juman and her wife, some of the people of the villagers started to laugh at her. See, though Juman and his wife are taking care, she is selling land. But somewhere with the Juman and somewhere with the aunt. As they said that you have to take this case to the panchayat and to settle down the case. Why you are worrying? As it is your property, you have to argue with them and you have to make separate kitchen and you have to cook separately. So by hearing this all, Juman became angry and he said that you don't complain on my wife. She know very well what to take care of. But Juman's aunt never listened and she called the punch. And then the punch were under the banyan tree, big banyan tree, they were settled, and Juman said that let aunt will select the punch, head of the punch. Before that, before the assemble of the punch, this Juman's aunt met the Algu, who was the best friend of Juman. And she told all the situation. When he came to know that, then he says that you know that I am the best friend of Juman. Then she says that yes, it is your friendship. But when you think of me, think my situation also. Then when Juman says that to select the punch, then confidently, Juman's aunt selected the Algu as a head of the punch. Then Juman became very happy and he told that as both are good friends, he never give judgment against me. And when Algu started to cross-examine and he listened both parties, their queries, then they all decided, means the members of the punch, they discussed and gave an judgment. What judgment Algu gave? The judgment was that whether Juman has to take care of the and otherwise he has to transfer his amount, property in the name of aunt, or he has to give the monthly allowance to cook separately, to make separate kitchen and to live good life, to lead her life. As this judgment listened by the Juman, he became very angry on the Algu, and from that day they became very enemy. After some days, as Algu has suffered a lot in the property and he has lost in his business, he gave a bullock to the Sahu, one of the person in the village. Then Samju Sahu, his full name is Samju Sahu. Then what was that? He gave bullock to him and he told that Samju Sahu has to pay a little amount on the instant, and remaining he has to pay after a month. Then Samju Sahu had agreed that, and he gave some amount and he took that bullock and he was there. After a few days, that bullock died. Then Algu went to Samju Sahu and asked the Samju Sahu that he has to pay the remaining amount. But that Samju Sahu will say that I never pay the amount as he has given the unhealthy bullock to him. But he says that Samju Sahu will say that instead of amount, I'll give my bullock. You use it for 1 month. Then again you return back. And you will never give a paisa also, a pai also to you. Then he became very sad. Then he put up the case into the Panch. In the few months again the Panch have assembled. Then this time Algu gave a chance to the Samju Sahu to select the Panch. Then Samju Sahu will select the Juman as the head Panch. Then he will come to know that, Algu will come to know that his enemy was Juman. Before they were friends, by the judgment he became enemy. Then he never gave in favor of Algu. The judgment will be in favor of Samju Sahu. So he became sad. Then also he told what the matter was there. After listening the Samju Sahu's his explanation and Algu's explanation, this again Panch did they discussed each other, and again they gave the Juman became, as head was there, he started to give the judgment. Now Algu's heart was very weak because he thought that Juman will never give in favor of him. The judgment will be in favor of Samju Sahu. But here this Juman gave in favor of Algu because it was true. He says that Samju Sahu has to pay the amount, has to pay the remaining amount as Algu has given the healthy bullock. When he gave, at the time of that, bullock was healthy. At the time of when he gave to the Samju Sahu, the bullock was healthy. So After that, this incident happened. So, Algu is innocent. So, what he has to do? Samju Sahu has to pay the remaining amount. Then Algu became very happy, and both those who became enemies, now they again became the friends. It means that whenever we sit in a position, we should give respect to that position. We should not think either of the relation or of the friendship. Their judgment is very essential. Thank you.